Hi, I'm Kara-Leah from the Yoga Lunchbox, and today I'm interviewing Nikki Ralston. And Nikki Ralston is a Kiwi teacher, so I'm super excited to be talking to her. She's a Wanderlust veteran. She did Wanderlust last year. And Nikki is the founder of the Ralston Method, and she's the owner of Urban Ashram up in Auckland. So welcome, Nikki. It's great to have you here.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to be here.
Now, you're doing Wanderlust both New Zealand and Australia, is that correct?
Yes, I am. I'm really excited about Sydney as well.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. We'll get to talking about Wanderlust in a little bit, but first of all, for those who don't know you, can you share how you got into yoga?
I first came to yoga. My dad was an international running and triathlon coach, so I grew up really sporting. I'd done some gymnastics when I was young, so I loved that side of things, and I competed a lot in running and hockey. And so really I came to yoga to stretch out my very, very tight runner's body. And even from my first class, I loved it. And I thought right then, I was like, this might be something I want to teach one day, because I was already a massage therapist. So I loved the anatomy and physiology side. And I started with Iynegar, so I loved the depth of alignment. And yeah, it really spoke to me right from the beginning.
So from that moment until you did start teaching, how long was it before you took that step?
About 10 or so years.
Awesome. Why was that? Did you have a real sense of needing to have a strong foundation, or?
Definitely. I mean, I dabbled in yoga in my early 20s. I was a little distracted. I was, busy partying and living life as you do. And so I knew to become a teacher, I wanted to walk the walk and really be living my yoga. So that really took shape just before I fell pregnant with my daughter, and definitely after, when I had to work much harder to balance my life, but also physically what had come a little easier to me before having a child, I had to really work for.
So she was about 2, wasn't she, when you went and did your training? Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that like? What kind of style did you do, and how long was your training program, and how was it being away from her?
I wasn't away from her, so I did Iynegar. So how it's more done, I guess it's more like an apprenticeship. So it spanned longer, but I was able to fit it in with my life, managing, juggling, massage, working, and my daughter, and studying. So that's what I really say to people that are contemplating teacher training, is choose something that works for your lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So now that you're a teacher, are you still teaching Iynegar, or you obviously branched out because you've got the Ralston Method? How did your teaching style evolve over time?
Really, it came from the depth of knowledge I had working as a massage therapist and working one-on-one, hands-on with people's bodies, but also observing their habits and tendencies. I love the alignment in Iynegar and the precision. And I just wanted to grow and evolve from there and incorporate a lot more freedom into my teaching and really guide people to uncovering their own possibility and becoming their own teacher, essentially.
So then how would you describe the Ralston Method, or is that how you do describe it? Like if someone says, what is that all about?
Yeah, for me it's like it's a blend of all the knowledge I've gained up to this point, and it's still ever evolving as I grow and evolve. So yeah, really my teaching is fulfilling your own possibility.
I like that. And I love that quote that's on the bottom of your email when it comes through. Can you tell the watchers or the listeners what that quote is?
So the little logo for the Ralston Method, inside the O of the Ralston, I don't know if you've seen it, you might have seen the small one, there's a little acorn. And I love the analogy that within each of us, it lies that same potential as within an acorn, lies a mighty oak tree. And then from there as well, I love how an oak tree grows, because from the outside it will look like it's dormant, but what it's doing is grounding its roots down deeper and deeper into the earth, getting that nourishment up, and then in a burst of flurry and action, it grows and expands outwards. And really that's what I encourage in my teaching as well, is a really strong, solid foundation so that you can support your expansion and growth and essentially not topple over.
Now, I noticed on the schedule at Wanderlust, you're teaching 6 classes over 4 days, plus you're part of this, is it called the experience? What is it exactly?
The spectacular.
The spectacular. Okay, what is the spectacular? Let's talk about that.
So that's like the opening performance. So it's with Claudine and Honza, the amazing Yoga Beyond acro yogis, and Cameron Shane. I'm sure a few other people might get drawn into it, and some of the musicians as well. So it will be more like a performance, and from what I've seen from other Wanderlusts, it's that like wow, and we get to have a lot of fun doing it.
And that's a Thursday night, right? So that's the first big thing that happens.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I noticed a couple of your classes are already booked out of the 6, which is pretty awesome because it's still a couple of months, right, away.
Oh.
What are you really looking forward to teaching? Can you give us a rundown of some of your classes, maybe the ones that aren't booked out yet, so people who are interested can get in and get their spot?
Yeah, I'm really happy. I've got such a wide range of classes. So I've got really workshop-y kind of one around the SOAS, one sold out, inversions, taking flight, which, you know, if you've seen my Instagram, I like to be upside down. And then very playful ones of like a roller disco. So incorporating yoga and roller skating, which I don't know if it's ever been done before.
Yeah, right.
And what a better setting to, you know, go and take your yoga practice into the very unfamiliar and have fun and play doing it.
So do people have to bring their own roller skates for that, or will roller skates be supplied?
Be roller skates there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's a lot of fun, and I'll be dressing up a little for that as well. So that's going to be just awesome fun and playfulness. And then I'm co-teaching a class with Nikki Harris, who's also, she's got East West Studio in Ponsonby as well. And we're on the main stage for that with a DJ as well, and it's Come Find Your Tribe. Because what I found going to Wanderlust in Hawaii and in Auckland last year at the One Day City event is it's overwhelming how many like-minded people you connect with, and when you've all been practicing yoga all day, just this amazing vibe that it creates, and then you make friends with the person on the mat next to you, and you really talk to people, and you look at people in the eye, and you find more of your tribe that could be spread out throughout the country or possibly even international as well.
Mm-hmm. Going back to Wanderlust, so you were teaching at Wanderlust last year. You also went to the Hawaii one?
Yes.
So what was the most amazing or surprising thing to you about the Wanderlust experience? Because, I mean, a lot of New Zealanders haven't yet gone, they haven't experienced it. So for those people, what would you say?
What happens at Wanderlust is indescribable, and it's definitely different for everyone. Like, you know, when they say find your true north, I was like, huh? Before I went, and I think it is different for everyone, but make sure that you take spaces in your day, because sometimes, just like in your yoga practice, it's what happens in those spaces is often where the magic happens. So it may be just sitting down and looking around you, or maybe taking a hike or something maybe outside of the yoga as well.
Mm-hmm. Are there any teachers or classes that you're really looking forward to hopefully being able to attend in between all the other things that you're doing?
Definitely. I did some of Anna Forrest's classes in Hawaii, and she's just a whole lot of woman, and she's she just creates a real energy and presence in her classes, and that really set the tone for my experience there, so I'm looking forward to doing more with her. Also Ian Finn, he's just a good time guy, and he will have you doing things in class that you're like, what am I even doing? and, you know, this isn't even yoga, but I like it. And definitely Cameron Shane as well. I only got to observe his classes at Wanderlust in Auckland, the city event. So, yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of good times.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Nikki, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. I'm really looking forward to Wanderlust as well, and I do hope I can make it to one of your classes finally.
And I hope I can make it to yours as well.
Class swapping.
Yeah.